This video is brought to you by Sony. Learn what happens when artists meet engineers.
Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN. I am joined by tech editor extreme, Scott Lowe.
Hi, how's it going?
It's extreme because it's 1998 right
now.
Yeah,
yeah, it's overclocked.
We are here to talk about a little Xbox, but not the usual Xbox topic,
Sure.
Not a game, not the platform, not anything except the overall Xbox future, because Microsoft finally named themselves a new CEO after a long search. Steve Ballmer announced he was going to step down last year, and they have finally replaced him.
Yeah, with this guy.
This guy.
Who
is he?
So this Satya Nadella. Who is taking over effective immediately, and he is a long-term resident at the company in terms of an executive level staffer. He is actually the guy behind the cloud services group.
Which is a huge part of Xbox One.
Yeah, it's a huge part of Xbox One. It's kind of what the future of Microsoft's kind of product and services are kind of based on, because if you think about it, like, cloud is where everything's going, but like they've kind of been running, pushing really forward in terms of like integration with Skype and OneDrive and all these different services. At the anchor of which is this, Cloud OS that they've been developing, that he in particular has been leading up. So he's an interesting choice. He's a little younger. He's not an experienced CEO. He hasn't served as a CEO anywhere else. So there is some concern there from a lot of people.
So we heard some rumors. The short list of candidates included was Alan Mulally, the CEO of Ford, and some other outside people. And Microsoft has settled on a very much inside guy, a guy that's been there for since '92, I believe, for 20 years.
Yeah.
You see that as a good thing or a bad thing for Microsoft?
Well, so
and the future, the future health and vision of the company.
Sure. Yeah. So for me, like, what was kind of interesting when it was rumored, earlier this week, that they were going to be close to naming it, and naming their new CEO, and it was potentially going to be him. Like, my concern was like, they established kind of bold vision of like product and services, like something that's more akin with a Google or an Apple, where it's like they're building hardware and software to complement it.
The Xbox One being the perfect example of basically every part of Microsoft touch the Xbox One in some way, whether it's the Metro interface, or the cloud stuff, or of course the Xbox gaming division itself.
Exactly. So that's a really exciting and very forward-thinking vision for the company. But his background in particular is more aligned with kind of the enterprise suite and the cloud services, and not so much that kind of product integration, which I think for me was like a little like, are they going to take a step back from that? But today when he came out and he he addressed the company and sent out a memo and did a live webcast with the whole company. Like, he, very much emphasized that this is something that he's personally very much interested in, and is the future of the company. So that was actually a huge relief. And interestingly, he's actually tapping Bill Gates to kind of help shape that vision.
Yeah, Gates is he's no longer the chairman, but he's been appointed the founder. I didn't know you could be appointed the founder 35 years later.
Right, yeah. So for the longest time, he's been focusing largely on his philanthropy and really hands-off. But now he's, Satya has actually asked him to come back and have a more active role in product development and leadership. So it'll be interesting to see that, Gates thrown back into the mix. As for Xbox, there was rumors for a little while that like they were potentially considering, separating it from the company.
Right,
like
depending on who took over as CEO.
Yeah, like Steven Elop, who was the CEO of Nokia, was apparently pushing for that idea, at least according to rumors. So like, I think now with Satya leading the ship or whatever, you're steering the ship. He's very much interested in kind of building that entire ecosystem out, and I think Xbox will be better for it.
So you think if there's any effect at all on Xbox and Xbox gaming, this guy will have a positive effect?
Yeah, I think what Microsoft has always needed to do is just kind of merge all of their products together in one kind of cohesive experience and ecosystem.
Like Apple, you mentioned.
Like Apple and like Google, like, really kind of making all of the parts kind of come together, because just like Sony, like they are a massive corporation with, multiple arms that don't necessarily communicate or integrate effectively. I think, this vision could actually be great for Xbox and all of the products, and I think Xbox One was kind of the first stab at that, and I think it's only going to get better from here.
All right, well, there you have it from the expert himself, Scott Lowe. For more on all things Microsoft, from the very top of the company, the CEO, down to the smallest little downloadable game, we've got it covered for you right here on IGN.